Joey Gallo is a White Sox. And those are words that I did not think I would be saying when I started this March to October. But we got him in the trade at the end of the last episode. He didn't come cheap. We had to give up three really good prospects, but one of them was Garrett Crochet, who was definitely a key part of our bullpen. But I figured with our improvements to the bullpen, getting Devin Williams, getting Scott Alexander, we could more than afford to lose a guy like Crochet if it meant getting a guy like Joey Gallo. And it's not like our team was missing power, but we were kind of missing that clean-up hitter with elite power like Joey Gallo. He hasn't hit a crazy amount of home runs this year. He actually kind of fits in with what our team has kind of been averaging. But not only does he bring the power, he brings a massive improvement on defense. He's got 91 fielding with 96 arm in right field. Compared to Adam Eaton, he had a 55 fielding with a 70 arm. So honestly, even if Joey Gallo doesn't produce what Adam Eaton was producing at the plate, it's probably still going to be worth it just for how much better that defense is going to be. But I am slightly nervous for this first key moment here because it's a player lock with Gallo, and it seems like it's going to be pretty important. And I have not been that great in player lock situations this year. The only time I got any sort of plus in a player boost situation was when I played with Luis Gonzalez down in AAA, and I only got 1 plus because I drew 2 walks. Still went 0 for 4. But I remember in my Rangers March to October last year, I kind of struggled with Gallo, but then come playoffs, I was just destroying the ball with him. So hopefully that carries over. I am nervous because legend difficulty, Joey Gallo's got low contact, so his PCI is going to be tiny. But I'm just hoping the momentum I got with him from the Rangers March to October last year will carry over here. So let's get into it. It's time to get our first look at Joey Gallo in a White Sox uniform.
Joey Gallo is the new man on the squad, and he finds himself in the starting lineup after they went out and dealt for him.
And Matty, it's never too early to make a move if you know this is the missing piece for the squad. The more games you have with your new addition, the more chances you have for him to make an impact.
No doubt, Dior. And also take some pressure off the player as well. When you have that longest span as a trade acquisition, you don't feel the heat to be a superstar every single game.
So yeah, like they were saying, we did get Joey Gallo a month before the trade deadline. Exactly halfway through the season, so that's a little bit better than him just being a trade deadline acquisition. That is tiny though. That is a small PCI. Look at how packed guaranteed rate is to see Joey Gallo. No! That had me completely fooled. I know it was a fastball right down the middle, but I don't know. For some reason I was like sitting off speed. I thought he was going to go slurve. Uh-oh. Still didn't turn off the defensive situations. Alright, at bat number 2. It's a 1-0 game. We might only get 3 at bats if nothing changes here. Oh! We're not gonna do nothing in Joey Gallo's. That is exactly what you want to see. Gallo with a massive 455-foot home run. Perfect. Oh man, that is amazing. That... I can't tell you how much of a relief that is. Alright, well now we're down again, 3-1. Oh, that's not what we want. That was a really good PCI though, for being so small, getting the entire thing in there. I wish that wasn't just a weak grounder. I feel like that shouldn't have been. Top of the 9th, we're coming in on defense here, but we've brought it back to 4-3. I wonder if we'll get a chance in the bottom half to end it. Oh, here we are. Oh, man. Bottom of the 9th, down 1. It's going to be lefty. Oh, man. I thought I was on that. Well, 1 home run, but quiet otherwise. It's only good for 1 plus. I mean, I guess that's fair. We did strike out twice and ground into a double play. So if it weren't for that home run, it would have been an awful game. It's a shame the rest of the team couldn't have done anything that game, because picking up another loss to the... I mean, I know they're a little little far behind right now, but still second place in the division. But you know what? Let's look on the bright side. At least we got one positive momentum boost for Joey Gallo. That should be good for at least something. Alright, let's see what we got here. We did get a negative, so I think we're going to be in the negative. Yeah, that's pretty much neutral though, so I don't know if it'll actually impact anything. We'll just have a stretch of games here where, oh my god, are you serious? So we're just the best team in the bigs, but if we don't have momentum, we're just going to drop games to the Tigers. Well, this is, I thought this was just a call-up. It's another fast track. I was not really expecting to get another fast track opportunity this season at this point. And it's kind of funny that Lucroy is one that gets him. He is anything but a prospect. And yeah, I'm kind of debating here because on one hand, the last thing we need is another outfielder on the bench. Because I mean, we have Eaton, Gonzalez, and Engel, and Leuri right now. But it's not like we need Lucroy either, because we don't really need a third catcher. But now that I know you don't have to call the player up, and I know the ins and outs of fast tracks, I think I'm going to use this Joel Booker. Because if we get just the 1+ like we did with Luis Gonzalez, if it happens the same way, I think Gonzalez went from a C to an A potential, so Booker might go from a D to a B, and then Luis Gonzalez went up 5 overall, so if Joe Booker does too, he'll be better than Luis Gonzalez is, and I could just like call up Booker over Gonzalez because Gonzalez is not doing anything. So let's give this a try. We'll do another fast track mission here. We're gonna try and develop Joel Booker. I really wish, because this is the third time that a fast track has popped up, but none of them have been with people who are actually like top prospects. I mean, and obviously I was still holding out hope that we'd get a chance with Eloy. But man, the Twins really picked now to go on a 5-game win streak and bring it back to a 5-game division race. Alright, let's do this. Let's get into here. Our second attempt at a fast track with a minor league player.
We've got minor league baseball on MLB Network for you in this one. There's a young prospect that the front office has their eye on. In fact, they've got some scouts in town to see if he might be able to handle the jump to the majors soon.
Yeah, and I gotta say, at the start of the year, I might not have picked him as the guy most likely to get the call to the big leagues. But they've seen something in him that might tell them otherwise. If he can have a big game today, who knows? He might be able to hop onto the fast track to the show.
And I mean, yeah, based on how the last one went, as long as we do something with him, I'm probably going to end up calling him up over Luis Gonzalez. That's not a good start. Alright, here we go. At bat number 2, we got 2 on. Oh, come on. That's a pretty decent swing. Alright, at bat number 3. That's going to be a hit. There we go. I thought we might draw a walk, just like the last one, but we're actually getting a base hit down in the minors. Oh man, the manager wants me to steal. This is dangerous. Go! Oh, we're in there. Easy stolen base. Hey, maybe that actually might cement things. Alright, we get another chance here. Game's still tied. That pitcher's still out there. 100 pitches. Oh! Oh, hang on a second. Oh, it's going to one-hop the wall. Hey, we might have something here. Get in there. Oh, they tagged him. Oh my gosh, the throw was up the line. If you would have slid a little sooner. We're getting another at-bat here. 10th inning. There we go. 3-hit game? This might be the biggest upgrade you can get. Alright, we don't get anything else, but I think we walked away with the win. Productive 3-hit game, only the 1+. Management was impressed. So somebody did say in the comments of the last fast track one that the most you can get in a minor league portion of a fast track is just a 1+. So I wasn't sure if that was the case or not, because I didn't think that last game was all that good anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was only good for a 1+, but now, after having a 3-hit game and only getting that 1+, that must be true. But I'm kind of excited here to see what happens, because I kind of liked hitting with this guy. Wait, it says 3 singles? That second one wasn't a double? In what way could they call that second hit not a double? Alright, well let's see what he's developed into after that game. Alright, what do we got? Let's see. Apparently we won a game, and almost exactly what I said. We got the +5 to the overall. The potential only went up from a D to a C though. Yeah, this is kind of difficult because nothing really jumps off at me as him being somebody who'd be super good. I mean, he's got good speed, but that's about it. Didn't really get much of a boost to anything but the contact. Only one up to the fielding also, so he's not going to be the best fielder. So that is one thing about Luis Gonzalez, is he's got pretty solid fielding. Yeah, I mean, just looking at this card, even though he's a 67, which is 2 overall lower, I'm not seeing how Joel Booker is a better player. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hang in there with what we've got. Not like Luis Gonzalez is good or anything, but I don't think this Joel Booker would be a ton of an upgrade. That 85 speed would kind of be nice off the bench, but we do still have angle. But yeah, we're going to leave him in the minors. We win another game. We can't be losing to the Orioles. There we go. We're on a nice little stretch here. We got another win streak to keep alive. And this is the last game before the All-Star break too. Once again back up to 101 projected wins, and once again back up to double the wins as losses. Oh man, I just checked real quick. Joey Gallo's going off. When we traded for him, he had 14 bombs. We hit his 15th. Now he's already up to 19. I think we're going to hold off on this next game until the next one, because I also just thought of something that I completely forgot to do after the Gallo trade. I always like to readjust the trade management screen before the next trade pops up. So I did that, and kind of, who knows at this point if we're even going to get another trade, because the Gallo one was already like a big one. But we still got 20 days until the deadline. I'm going all in on that 5th starting pitcher spot. But if we look at, I put Cease in players to shop. If we look at how he's doing, he's not really playing up to the level of the other 4 starting pitchers. The other 4 guys, Giolito, Keuchel, Lynn, and Rodon, they're all pitching really well. And then you got Cease, who's just kind of, he's not doing great, and he's getting worse. Like he was doing a lot better earlier, and it just seems like his numbers keep getting worse and worse as the season goes on. And at this point, I really don't see any other weaknesses on our team other than that one spot. I mean, our bullpen, we already made 2 upgrades to there. I mean, we got Grandal, Jose, Madrigal, who's playing insane, Moncada, Anderson, Robert in center, Gallo now in right. And then for left, yeah, Andrew Vaughn's only a 68, but the dude's hitting 321 with 14 bombs. He's more than good enough to be a starter right now. So with that in mind, not having any weaknesses, I'm, like I said, going all in on the starting pitcher spot. We got 4 almost different tiers of player. All of them, based on how the team is playing, are realistic. But I don't want to say they're all possibilities. But we got John Means. He would just be like, you know, the solid guy, 76 overall. He would still be the 5th starter on our team, but he would just be an improvement over Cease. Then I went with German Marquez. He's having a pretty good season, especially for pitching in Colorado, having that ERA at 2.68. And it's not like the Rockies are doing anything in that division. The Mariners, they're also not going to be doing anything, so I put in James Paxton. There was 2 options from the Mariners. You had Paxton and Marco Gonzalez. And you'd think I'd go for Gonzalez because he's younger and 1 overall better. Both lefties, but I don't know, Paxton, I kind of liked the season he was having, and I would hope he would carry that over. And then the last guy, I know you've all seen him there since I went to this screen. Maybe we get Chris Sale back, who knows? The Red Sox are like 22 games back in their division right now, so they're not making any noise. What better guy to trade away if you're not a good team anymore than Chris Sale? I mean, that's what the White Sox did. The only thing that I think would prevent this trade from happening is we've already exhausted a lot of our good prospects, so I don't know if we have anybody good enough left that the Red Sox would even want. But you never know. You never know. We could get it popping up that Chris Sale could be traded to us. And I mean, even if we trade away somebody better like Rodon, or I don't even know, it would probably be a good trade. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave things. This next key moment seems like a big one, so it might be a good way to start off next episode. So make sure if you enjoyed this one to hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not already, because we got a lot more of this March to October to go. It seems like we're in a good spot. But with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.